Absolutely. All right, let's move straight to our next conversation. A strong support base provides a stable and secured foundation ahead of any contest. This fact is being underscored by the recent endorsement of President Bola Tinubu by the Southern Caucus of former lawmakers from the 17 southern states, citing his innovative reforms, commitment to equity and efforts to unite the country. The caucus declared him their sole candidate for the 2027 presidential election, while also advocating for the South to complete its 8-year presidential tenure. In Taraba State, former Governor Nyame and the traditional ruler of Zing, Suleiman Sambo, also endorsed President Tinubu's re-election. They commended his administration for improving security in the region. Let's share the story found by TVC News Owolabi Adenusi with you.
The visit to the palace of the King of Zing by family members, friends and political associates of the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu from Adamawa State was to appreciate the monarch for conferring on him the traditional title, Wali Zing. The royal father recalled the contributions of Nuhu Ribadu's late father, who was among the elites that fought for the creation of Zing local government area. He also lauded the improved security in his domain, thanking President Tinubu for appointing Nuhu Ribadu as NSC and pledged his full support for Tinubu's re-election bid.
He has done good, most especially by appointing our neighbor brother here, the National Security Advisor. Is something to reckon with. He has done for us, Taraba and Adamawa. We appreciate him. We thank him very much. We pray that he will continue to extend his rule up to 2027.
For his part, former Governor Nyame described the gathering as a clear expression of collective support for Tinubu's second-term ambition.
Number of people that came to show their appreciation, show their happiness for the role the Chief of Zing has given Nuhu Ribadu is a clear indication that people are behind the National Security Advisor. And the people that are behind the National Security Advisor are automatically behind the President.
Similarly, the former acting governor of the state and other stakeholders highlighted the improved security situation in the country under Nuhu Ribadu's watch.
Since the appointment of Nuhu Ribadu as the National Security Advisor, all the bandits operating within Adamawa and Taraba has been flushed out.
And they're just barely only 2 years in government. You know, what we have noticed so far in terms of security, why he's been assigned to do his job, he's doing perfectly well.
From the prominent sons and daughters and the stakeholders of Taraba State, it shows that massively, APC is going to be supported in the next coming 2027 election, and victory is on our side. Tinubu is going to be voted from what we had.
I'm very jealous of what they have done here. This could have been done in our area, most especially in Numan area.
And see, we are from both Adama and Taraba. We are all here to express our happiness and gratitude to God and the Pantism. That is why we are today.
The title of Wali Zing is the fourth most prestigious position in the traditional hierarchy of the ancient city. It has now been conferred on Nuhu Ribadu in recognition of his outstanding record and the historic role played by his late father in the creation of Zing local government.
Right then, more endorsements for the president. But GKB, why do you think this? Let's start from the Southern Caucus. Talk about the former lawmakers. Why do you think this former lawmakers from the Southern Caucus, why did you think they publicly endorsed President Bola Tinubu at this time?
These are interchanging relationships. It's going to flow and ebb for the next 1.5 years. In fact, you hear some titles, you just sit back and try to figure out how did they concoct this particular association. Either come out in support of the president or against candidature. But this is the beginning of the political season. Remember, INEC have been trying very hard to put a lead on it. But you and I know it's not possible. The Nigerian manner of campaigning, some people are perpetually campaigning. That's all they do. So in that wise, this is to be expected. I don't expect that other sides will not come on board to also endorse or otherwise. As it is. So expect a lot of associations that will come out and endorse otherwise candidates going forward.
They talked about innovative reforms that has actually benefited the South. Can we...
I was in Ibadan over the weekend, and I asked some people, and they told me that food prices have gone down.
Sure.
And I'm not talking about people, those who don't like the president at all. It was meant to be a joke when I asked them. But the man was empathic because he runs a big warehouse. About 4 silos in Okogore. And I said, food is no GKB, I will not lie to you. Things are getting better. The Naira is stable. So the people can now plan. And 2 things you need. There is fuel in the land.
Yes.
It's also predictable how much you will buy it. Today it's 860, tomorrow it may be, but doesn't go within a particular, just like any other country in the world. There's a range that you can buy fuel. Electricity in my area, I don't know about other areas, is extremely stable. I've not touched my generator.
It has improved.
My own generator, I don't know about other areas. My own generator has not been touched in about 3 months. In fact, we don't stand up when the light went off. We just stay where we are, knowing fully well that. So, people in Interland are happy. Because, like I said, the man I spoke with runs a big business in Okiogu. Okay. So, people like that will see the president's policies to have started yielding fruits. Yes. It's not there yet.
Usually cocoa farmers and all this.
So, he's very happy. He said, farmers are now happy because they can now plan. And that's key. So to me, that's a victory.
Okay.
For what the president is doing. There may be shortfalls in some other areas, but once food is available at a cost that is affordable, then we are on the way to recovery. It's not going to be overnight, but it's already starting.
Absolutely. BKO, the other side of it. Talk about former Governor Jolly Nyame also endorsing the second-term bid of the president and the traditional ruler of Zing.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
Yes. First and foremost, let's start with No Ribadu, the honor done No Ribadu, making him Walin Zing. That says a lot about how much is trusted, how much is accepted in that chiefdom, and how much honesty they see him demonstrate. Because that is a title given to people who demonstrate such virtues. And no doubt about it, No Ribadu has such qualities in good quantity. Now, before now, No Ribadu was not taking traditional titles from anyone.
Oh, really?
Yes. This was the first title that he would take. And then it was made Sadaunan Adamawa. He replaced the former Controller General of Customs, Mustafa, who died some weeks ago. So that's 2 titles for a distinguished son of the Northeast, a distinguished son of Adamawa State. No doubt about it. As a security analyst who moves from one part of the country to another, I know that security has improved. That is not saying that bandits are not rearing their ugly heads in some areas, but we know that in some places where the activities were rampant, a lot of improvement has happened. It's no longer the order of the day. And Southern Kaduna is one example that I can readily talk about. I know how they used to kill people in Southern Kaduna. The Kajuru area, Kaswa Magani, people will be killed in hundreds. Look at the attack on the Kasu. Foreign tourists were massacred, murdered. Let me use the word murdered. Those things no longer happening. Kaduna-Abuja highway used to be, in fact, on this program, we were always talking about that place because the attacks were recurrent. When was the last time we talked about Kaduna? Abuja-Kaduna highway. When? People can ask these questions. There was a time in Borno State, in Borno, In a week, we would discuss attacks on communities in Borno State at least 3 times. I remember Martins Onoja of The Guardian will say, oh, we are supposed to be discussing policies and progress. We are always discussing insecurity. But if you also kept quiet about the plight of people exactly. in the hands of bandits, in the hands of terrorists, they will say you are not up to your job. So we have to find the right balance. Those things are not happening with the regularity with which they were happening back then. Even in Oyo, in the Okeogun area, the way we used to report those things, Nuhu Ribadu has done very well. Many people didn't give him a chance. But I remember that I came on this program to say, look, I'm confident that he can do the job. People can shout about, oh, they are paying bandits, this and that. And I've said it before that, look, whatever you will do or you can do to stop bloodletting in a community, honestly, I will support.
Really?
Yes, because some of the people saying, oh, they paid bandits to have people freed. If they pick their wives
or children,
or their children, they will be ready to empty the treasury of the state to secure the release of such people. So forget what those people are saying. Some of it are political in nature. They don't even want to acknowledge any progress. So
all right, for Biko, just hold that thought. Yeah. Okay, we need to go on this quick break. And when we return, the conversation continues. Don't go away. Still Journalist Hangout. All right, still Journalist Hangout. Before we went on that break, we're talking about, the endorsements. But,
yes.
Biko, I need you to land on your thoughts.
So I'm saying that because they mentioned the fact that security has improved in their area, yes. Those traditional rulers. Who feels it, knows it. It is not the people who sit in Lagos or journalists who habitually do not travel, except to areas that they know their lives will not be put in danger. So such journalists cannot sit in the studio and say, oh, there is insecurity all over the place. Those who know that security has improved in their areas, those ones are in the best position to talk about. Not you, that you are far away. You don't know what happened in those. You don't even know how those places look like. There are still people who think that everybody, including those in the North Central, including people in Kogi, are all Hausas. No. In this country, there are still people who think like that. They don't know the difference. So the traditional rulers say, security has improved in our place. They are given no credit. People like Ubada and Arewa, who also got rewarded, who also got traditional title, Jakadan, Moye, they know that there is improvement. And that's why Nuhu, apart from that, Nuhu's father, Hamadu, was commissioner for local government in the old northeastern state.
Okay.
And they credit him with the creation of that local government.
Zing.
So he is reaping from the work that his father did decades ago. So now the people will reward you once they are convinced that you deserve it. This is what I see. And as for them saying that they are going to support the president, it is their right. If they believe that the president is the best man for the job,
they have a right,
to support him. Yes, people are saying it's too early for campaigns, but the president has not begun campaigning. But people are already in election mode. I spoke about Nasarawa, I think yesterday. If you go to the state capital and many parts of Nasarawa state, you see posters as if a governorship election will start tomorrow. They are already behaving like the election has begun. So I was reading a lawyer, I think it was Senfala, who said INEC should begin to sanction people because that time had not come for election. Yes. But you can't stop people from saying, oh, for 2027 this is the person I will vote for. That does not necessarily translate to campaigning by the individual who is contesting. You can't gag people, you can't stop them from saying, oh, when that time comes, this is the person that I'm going to back. No. But if the candidate consciously campaigns,
that's when
you can make an issue out of it. If the president stands now, on a stage and he's saying, election of 2027, you need to vote for me. I'm the best for the job. Honestly, we will challenge him.
I also want you to chime in on the endorsement by the Southern Caucus of former lawmakers, endorsing the president.
No, different groups are coming up, and a lot of these people even belong to rival parties.
Okay.
If some people from ABGA join others in APC to say, okay, we want the president to continue, let him spend the remaining 4 years meant for the South. You can't quarrel with that, because ABGA has also said that they would not even have a presidential candidate.
Yeah.
And you know how Soludo and others are thinking. They believe that it's the president that they should support. And people like Senator Nyame, it's in the APC. People like Patricia Ete, the former Speaker, she's in the APC. So a lot of these people are in the APC. They've galvanized their colleagues, former colleagues, to say, okay, let us show our support. After other people too are showing their support for the president.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the Nigerian masses will determine who wins the election.
Absolutely.
And the goal of the president and his minders must be to be in the good books of the ordinary Nigerian.
Exactly.
For example, the president's intervention in agric, for example, the tractors that were promised.
Yes.
We must begin to see those tractors being distributed.
All over.
If there's a government official who is sitting on that, that means he's sabotaging the president. Because intervention in agric will change the face of agriculture in our country. So that has to happen. When the president said, okay, we are intervening in electricity and tertiary institutions, these are good policies. People shouldn't wait for 6 months before they begin to see those things. So these are the things that can really help the president to be in the good books.
All right, then. Our time is fast spent. GKB, thank you so much for doing this with us. Appreciate it as always. BKO, as always, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And